So hello, I'm here at Disneyland, and yet again joining me is Bob Gurr. How are you today, Bob?
I'm good every day, especially when I get to meet people I've never met. We're standing here with Jeff.
Yeah, and today was fun. We got to, I met Bob for the first time. We've been talking for a couple of months. We had lunch at the Blue Bayou, and now we're here at Disneyland hanging out. And you hear that in the background? That's the monorail. And we're going to talk a little bit about the monorail today. So what can you tell me about the monorail?
Well, don't you have a specific question you want to ask about the monorail? Otherwise, like talking to Rolly Crump will be here till a week from Tuesday because I'll have to start in at 1958.
So, all right, let's narrow it down then. How about obviously most people know what the monorail is because they use it when they go to Walt Disney World and here at Disneyland. Is there an aspect of the monorail that you enjoy the most over everything else? Maybe something you're particularly proud of, or?
Well, yes. If you look at the Disneyland Resort, you'll find the icon of the original monorail shapes are in the graphics all over the park. All kinds of illustrations, graphics, even gate markers, things like that. In fact, you go to the Disneyland Hotel and you'll find that the water slides are monorail. The
monorail slides. We want to actually go on them tonight.
Right.
We don't care how cold it is. We want to go on the monorail slide.
So, stop and think. This was the original monorail was sketched up in October of 1958. A 10-minute sketch on my kitchen table on a Saturday morning. Very basic, simple design. And it's lasted all these years. Here we are, 2013, and it has an iconic appearance to it that Disneyland Resort sort of adopted over all these years. I'd say there's very few things in this park that started with a quick sketch and have endured. So the monorail has a very special part in the Disneyland Resort just from that graphic appearance of it.
I prefer this version of the monorail over the one at Walt Disney World because this one, for whatever reason, just seems sleeker and it's almost more futuristic than what they have at Walt Disney World, especially here because it goes, through Tomorrowland and you can see it. I don't know. I just like the design of it a lot better.
Well, they're two different designs because the one at Walt Disney World has a taller vehicle because we have to have standees. This train here is a little bit smaller size because people are seated in it. But at the same time, the design of the Mark 7 here was done by Scott Drake, a designer at Walt Disney Imagineering, who, when they wanted to redesign from the Mark 5 here to the Mark 7, since the Mark 6 is in Florida, he looked at all kinds of different designs and found out that, well, why don't we just use the original concept? So if you look at the pictures of the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 and the 3 here, and the 4 and the 6 in Walt Disney World, this one has its own style. It has that Buck Rogers nose to it. Scott Drake simply took that same element and he made a much sleeker, more kind of a characteristic wraparound of the fins, sort of this all-encompassing nose, so that everybody knows it like the original train, but it's also very, very modern. But all it did was repeat the exact same thing. Oh, there was the Monorail Bar.
The Monorail Bar?
Did you know it?
Wait, there's a Monorail Bar? Or there
was. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, while the children are going to take a nap, Father could get on the monorail and go to the hotel and get off, get a martini, and then 30 minutes later come back. So we could actually use monorail to go get an afternoon snort. So it actually has a very good purpose.
I had no idea. That's awesome.
You see how much history you unleash if you'll ask the right question?
Oh my God. Okay, how long did that last for? Because I had no idea that even existed.
When they redesigned the hotel, they had the bigger towers. They did take out the old original Monorail Bar, which was right at the loading platform. So you didn't.
This seems dangerous to me for some reason.
you didn't have to go very far. You just stepped out of the exit turnstile, make a right turn, and you're in the bar.
I'd be afraid that the pilots of the monorail would be getting off every once in a while to have a little drink themselves.
I'll bet they probably would have loved to do that. But if their supervisors saw them, they'd just go out the exit and keep on walking.